This episode is brought to you by Kismet Acupuncture and Apothecary. Kismet prides itself on being a safe and inclusive place for everyone to get healthy in 2024. Learn more about their services from acupuncture, cupping, Reiki, and even their Reset and Renew treatment that gets you out of fight or flight. Visit kismetacupuncture.com right now to learn more. All right, welcome to this episode of That Westfield podcast. Today we are joined by Krista Little of CitiZEN Mobile Massage. What's going on, girl? What's up?
I'm so excited to be here. This is so much fun.
I'm excited for you to be here because you give really good massages, and I can't wait to tell everyone about it. We spent about 15 minutes just joking around before actually starting to record, so this is going to be a fun one. So, what's up? How are you? How's the mobile massage game going?
It's good. I mean, I had a massage earlier today with a new mom, and a nurse. So it was pretty cool to talk, kind of shop and discuss like the lymphatic system and like, you know, just being a new mom, how crazy it is to be in that like new body that's like transitioning and has gone through so much, and just feeling all those things and being able to even express it is a lot.
We have so much to unpack here. Okay. So first, what you do is like obviously mobile massage. So you go to people's houses.
Primarily, yes. Most of my clients, I go to their homes. I bring a heated table, fresh linens, lighting, music, so you get the spa experience.
You did have very nice lighting.
Yeah.
I almost stole it. It was really cool.
Yes.
I was like, where did you get this?
But you need those things. These things are important. We don't just relax the moment we lie down on a table, and especially females, I feel like it takes time for our mind to settle and calm down into the moment. So those little extras make a really big difference. And then, of course, I do like corporate events and breath work and
chair massage stuff.
Chair massage, yeah. Cool. So those are pretty awesome too, because I mean, any boss that hires me and my team to do chair massage, guess what? Your employees love you.
There you go.
And I've gone to a couple places in town to do chair massage for different businesses, and like the feedback was awesome.
Yeah, everybody likes a chair massage. Like sometimes you literally just want someone to just rub your shoulders for 10 or 15 minutes, and it's a game changer.
Yeah, think about it. If you're just like this all day long,
I know nothing about that.
It's a lot.
Well, one of my favorite things you did when I was on your table was like you did the whole lavender thing to help me relax at the beginning, and that was really special.
With aromatherapy, what?
It was good quality lavender too, I have to say.
I have to shout out my girl from Curious Heart in Westfield.
Shout out. You gotta get her on.
I love it. Yes. She's amazing. She's one of the first small businesses I reached out to when I moved to this area. And she like helped me curate an aromatherapy that was specific for my clients, because it helps with inflammation and pain, and it actually didn't have any lavender in it because I actually have some clients that don't like lavender.
That's crazy, but okay. Weirdo.
But it was relaxing just the same, and you didn't know the difference.
It smelled like lavender though.
Yeah, it smelled good.
That's so weird. All right. Well, can I bottle that up and get a bottle? You should sell that on the side, because I was like, this is really, really nice, and actually felt like it relaxed me. Like
you need it. Yeah. Like the scent triggers you to actually breathe deeper, which we all need. I mean, if you feel stressed, anxious, anything, you are definitely holding your breath, probably clenching your jaw, and just having someone remind you to breathe can be really powerful, because I mean, who tells you that? Should we take a deep breath together?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time. Oh, right now? Yeah, I would love to. I actually did this with who was it? Brassy Buddha? She taught us. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love her.
Carmen's awesome. Oh. So yeah, we have a lot of ground to cover here in 25 minutes. So tell everyone what their lymphatic system is, because I think maybe about half the people who are going to see this actually know, and what it does, what it's responsible for, and why it's so important. Because the biggest thing that you do besides mobile massage is actually lymphatic massage, which is not that easy to find actually around here.
Yeah, it's so surprising. And we were just talking about this, how the lymphatic system really does get glazed over, but it is so essential because it's part of your immune system. So with your immune response, you get inflammation. When you're sick, when you have an injury, right? That's when inflammation comes up. And when your lymphatic system is not working optimally, for example, an injury, a surgery, a pregnancy, an autoimmune issue, all of those things can trigger an autoimmune response to swell you up as a response to kind of protect you.
Right.
But a lot of times I think we get confused by like, what are we supposed to do to activate our lymphatic system? How do we actually do it? And how much control we actually have over our own bodies is amazing.
Right.
So the lymphatic system, it needs support because unlike the heart, it doesn't have that main system pushing.
Right.
So it needs the muscles to really like push up, almost like a push pop.
So typically people move their lymph through exercise, but if you're more stagnant,
right,
sitting all the time, you have to do something.
If you just had a baby, you're probably maybe resting a lot more. If you have a sedentary job, you're probably sitting a significant amount. Older people especially, you will see like more swelling in the lower limbs because they're just not moving. And that muscle activation, just activating your calves, can push up so much blood and circulation from your lower limbs to your upper body that like
you'd be surprised.
It's a game changer. Right. Yeah.
So what does someone feel like if they have stagnant lymphatic system or lack of drainage or whatever it is that happens to people?
Swollen.
Just all swollen.
Swollen. So if you can imagine how you feel after Thanksgiving, like your rings are super tight, your pants are not, you feel bloated, right? Just like nothing is fitting quite right because the swelling's not going down. And that's when it becomes more of a chronic issue and sometimes can show up in different ways, which, a lot of people are uncertain of. It goes misdiagnosed.
Right. It's really interesting because I actually never feel bloated or swollen, but I will feel like more internal symptoms when I feel stagnant. So like I literally feel like stuck. So like it's kind of like in my liver area will feel like stagnant if I rub it in a certain way that helps to get it moving. Or like, premenstrual times, like I'll feel just like extra kind of like, what's the word? Like, you have pain, I guess, all over the place. So you're just like more tired too. Like so
fatigue.
Yeah, a lot of fatigue. So when I have massages during that time, like mid-cycle, I actually don't get any of that, which is really cool. And I definitely attribute to moving that lymph around.
The movement.
I'm a big fan of taking binders too. So if people don't know what binders are, it's something that helps to kind of mop up all the toxins, whether you're doing sauna or massages. Yeah. And that was like a huge game changer for me, adding that in after massages too, to help pull all those toxins out.
Right, absolutely. I mean, the lymphatic system is also part of your waste management, so it is getting rid of toxins that are just living in your body. And if they're just living there, you're not going to feel great. You need them to exit. Yeah. So having some waste management in your body is great.
Waste management. Actual waste management.
Everyone needs it. Take out the garbage. Let's get it out of here.
After owning, the health food restaurant for so long, I really believe in that diet is very important. But
it's so important.
The ability to detox properly, and yes, our organs are supposed to do it on their own, but after years and years of chemicals and alcohol and our food poisoning stress even, right? Exactly. You have to give it a little bit of a boost sometimes. So your lymphatic massages are really, really important. So, like I said, new moms are kind of like your jam right now, right? You're working a lot with them, with other people. Autoimmune disease folks
is big. Surgeries, post-ops.
What is it about post-op that makes the lymphatic system stagnant?
So when you have a surgery, it is actually creating some trauma for the passageway of your lymph to move and flow effortlessly. Okay. So if you think of like a stream, it's really happy and moving flowingly, and then you throw a bunch of rocks, that would be your surgery.
Right.
It's not going to flow.
Right.
And you need flow.
So explain like kind of the flow of the lymphatic system, where your lymph nodes are, and how people can maybe do some like self-massage at home to help them.
Oh yeah, you can do so much at home on your own, which I think is way more powerful. I think massage is amazing, but the things that you do at home are the things that actually make a huge difference. So you have plenty of lymph nodes, but the main ones are in your neck, your clavicle area, your armpits, your inguinal area, behind your knees. So, I mean, yeah, like the basics is if there's a fold,
okay,
it's on the inside of the fold. So there's a little one right by your elbow too on the inside. So if you just kind of pump them, you're like, oh,
Jake,
hello.
We're pumping.
We're
Jake.
pumping the armpits, the neck. You want to start at the neck. This is your biggest one. Then you can go down to the armpits.
Are you supposed to do it in like a certain like flow or
it's
direction?
Pumping.
So okay, that's just pumping. So you don't have to actually flow in a direction.
When you're going to your lymph nodes to pump, right? Kind of awkward, right? It's the funniest thing. The first time you ever get a lymphatic drainage, like, has anyone ever massaged your armpit? Right? No. Has anyone ever touched it? No. But it feels kind of like oddly nice. You're like, oh, this is so gentle and it's nurturing in a way. But it's just a gentle pump to kind of open the door for your lymph. So instead of having a closed door, now you have an open door for your lymph sites to move and exit through to the next step, which is like your kidneys and exiting through your urine and bowel movements.
Yeah, you also did some work on my stomach too, which I never had my stomach massaged before, so that was really cool.
Americans don't like their stomachs touched. We feel super awkward, like, no, not my. But it actually feels nurturing. Who's the last person who touched your stomach? Was probably your parent.
Well, I know a lot of people who do like craniosacral, like energy Reiki type work, and they always work on like scars of like surgery scars and stuff, too, especially for people who've had C-sections and how important that is to heal it and by touching it. But yeah, it is like a very personal thing for a lot of people. But they usually have like trauma releases where they end up crying a lot or feel things moving.
Or holding a lot of stuff too, because really they're holding it. They're not breathing it out. They're not allowing it to exit out of their body.
Is there a connection between breathing and the lymphatic system?
Definitely.
Tell me more.
What? Just your breath alone, if you think about it, you're breathing in oxygen. Okay. And how many of us, maybe you're in a toxic environment. So before I started my mobile massage business, I was an EMT in New York. So what was I breathing in frequently? It was like toxic fumes, and you don't actually realize that your environment has so much power over your body, because those are the things that are going in through your body. If you're getting oxygen to your blood cells, everything's circulating better. If you think about what's that disease when you don't get celiac? No, not celiac.
That's gluten-free. You're gluten intolerance.
I'm not a doctor. I'm a massage therapist. You'll play one on TV.
COPD, like the breathing?
No, but okay, we'll just go with it. But just if you're not getting oxygen through your cells moving through your body, you can just think you are creating pain. Because if you're not having active blood flow with oxygen to different parts, your organs, your muscles, you can just think, isn't that going to create pain? So a better example might be somebody who's really active with their workout, the fatigue they feel after, leveling up with a weight, that fermentation. If you're not getting enough water, if you're not breathing enough during your workouts, you'll feel muscle fatigue and more fermentation in your muscles, which could slow you down on your progress.
It's really interesting you mentioned the connection between lack of oxygen and pain, because I was working with a brain training doctor in the city, and he said the same exact thing. He's like, pain in your body is essentially lack of oxygen. And it was something I hadn't heard before. So now that you're reiterating it, I think that's really interesting. So something to think about.
Oh my gosh, the power of your breath. I mean, we all have so much power and we forget about it.
That is a really great point to make, and that's something that I've always tried to encourage people to remember, because we tend to give all of our power away to doctors and our treatment teams, and don't realize that we are the most important player on that team. Right. And it's because we
know yourself best.
Yeah, that number one. But you feel like you don't know any better sometimes. But yeah, nobody knows your body better than you do, and the doctors don't always tend to understand exactly what's going on. Like, you're the one living with the symptoms 24 hours a day. So you keep a journal, like, you try new things, you switch things up as it comes along. Like, if you're someone who's been struggling with autoimmune disease and you haven't gotten a lymphatic massage, like, that is a must try. And when you have your first one ever, you're just like, oh my God. I actually was so tired after the first one. Which is good, because that means it was doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah. I was exhausted for like an hour and a half. I probably should have made it a little bit later in the day. Yeah. Luckily, I wasn't doing too much that day, but it was fine. But I didn't force it. I didn't try to like work through. I just like sat there and just let it do its thing.
Honor the moment.
Yep, just let it work out.
Honor allowing your body to rest too, because a lot of times we really feel like we have to go. And your body does require rest. Right. If you want your lymphatic system to actually work optimally, you have to relax.
Chill the F out. Which is hard for people to do, right?
It totally is. It's hard for me as a massage therapist, as a small business owner. Like, who is going to do everything? I have to do it. Right. I get it. I understand stress on such a dynamic level, because even doing EMS prior, I saw chronic conditions. I saw chronic injuries, traumas, major anxiety, and people are living with it. All of that stress just boiling on the inside with no outlet. Like, you gotta let it out. You have to.
I know, that's why people, they keep it in. They don't, and they obviously, like, talk therapy is really big, but there's so many physical things that your body holds on to that if you just, like somatic stuff is really intriguing. This is all part of it. So it's always about just trying new things in health and wellness to see what fits for you, and not always just doing what everybody tells you to do or following the trends, because these are like the low-key trends now. Like, what you're doing is not super popular yet. It will be probably in like a year or two. I think it's going to like blow up. Yeah, because everything does eventually, right? Like, because it works. That's why it gets really popular.
Well, that's the thing is, although it's lymphatic drainage is definitely like a buzzword right now, but it is a matter of finding a practitioner who knows what they're talking about. Your practitioner, whatever area you're in, if you can't work with me, you should find a practitioner who understands the route of your lymph, can explain some home modalities, and like give you some tips and tricks on how to take care of it at home, because this is a regular thing you need to be doing. It's not just getting a once a month massage. You need to be activating your lymph regularly. So taking walks, bringing your legs above your head for a few minutes a day. That's take you 5 minutes. It's like, you don't have time. You have time to do something for 5 minutes.
Scrolling on your phone anyway. You might as well just,
drinking water, taking a couple deep breaths. None of these are expensive either. So they're totally doable things that make a huge impact. It's just about implementing them and being aware.
Habits. So we definitely have this like little weirdo hippie community of like health and wellness people around here. Oh yeah,
definitely.
It's really cool. So I think that's probably how I found you originally. But yeah, tell me a little bit more about your background and how you ended up going from EMS to this.
What? EMS? I loved. There's obviously a sickness in me because I loved it so much. The adrenaline, every day being different, surviving crazy situations, delivering babies, managing serious emergency situations gives me the strength now to manage my own business. So I feel like it was, although it sounds strange that I went from EMS to massage therapy, they're such polar opposites. I feel like it gave me a lot of the building blocks I needed and the confidence, because you need a lot of confidence to branch out on your own and do something different. Oh yeah. That are you kidding? My family was like, how are you going to make money in massage therapy? Like, what are you going to do? Like, actually, my grandfather still told me, why don't you become a secretary? And I love him dearly. But I was like, no, this is an old school mentality. And I love him. And he was like, yeah, once I graduated school, he was like, yeah, Krista, you're the best. But like, they're, stepping out and doing something different takes some guts.
I know, my dad's always trying to get me to get county jobs still. I'm like when I had the restaurant.
He's like, work for the telephone company. What telephone company?
It's like, hey, what was it? Bell. What was the one back in the day? Bell Atlantic.
He was actually a phone installer. So please, I'm like,
that was a really good job back then. That was like a big deal.
Oh, big deal. Yeah, damn. Pretty cool.
That's really funny. Yeah, my dad's always like, get a county job. I'm like, you want me to sit at a desk with people who hate living there?
Oh my god!
Or hate
and my computer skills.
Like, it's like, and it was funny because it was when I had the restaurant. I was like, Dad, I have a job. Like, I'm kind of busy right now. I can't go get a job.
Just do something normal, please.
Yeah. Well, that's not us. So poo-poo on that. We're here to
alternative wellness is real. Yeah, we love it.
I mean, listen, after 6 years of Fettle and seeing how many people came in that restaurant with health issues, I mean, nobody ate gluten-free because they wanted to. You know, it was usually for a reason.
Right.
And, you know, I was nosy. I would always ask, like, what are you in for? You know, like, why are you actually here? And the amount of autoimmune diseases that are just like, it's so rampant. Right. And no one really knows how to treat it, obviously, with regular doctors. So you do get into the holistic alternative space to find relief at some point, and you do end up trying everything. And, you know, some things work for you, some things don't. But something like lymphatic massage is just so... It helps everybody. There is no like, oh, this might work for you. Like, it will work for anybody who tries it.
It can work for, I mean, if you have no problems, you don't even realize that a little lymphatic drainage, you'll just have cognitive awareness. All of a sudden, you're so much smarter because you don't have brain fog. I mean, mental clarity is a big reason. I mean, if you are an overachiever, 2, super busy, feeling any type of anxiety, sometimes inflammation is the reason.
Right.
So what if you can think smarter and be more productive by actually taking rest and wellness?
Right.
Isn't that actually really powerful?
Hell yeah. I love it. So now that you've convinced everyone how awesome lymphatic massage is, tell us all about these really cool events that you do. And you've done them in downtown Westfield, but you also do them in other places. It's called the Self-Care Social.
Yeah.
This is like your baby, right? This is like the thing that you've been trying to like grow. Not even trying, you've been doing it. It's like crushing. So tell us all about that.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That made me feel really good. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I actually started Self-Care Social, one, because I moved from North Bergen to the suburbs. So like many people who move to this area, they move from closer to the city to the suburbs, and maybe you don't know a lot of people. So it felt like a very organic way to build a wellness community. Mm-hmm. And it is just astonishing, like how many people just apply to be vendors, want to be speakers, have so much powerful wellness information. And of course, like, yeah, I'm amazing at massage therapy, but do I know how to do acupuncture? No. Do I know how to do sound healing? No, my voice, I have a queen's voice. This is not, I can do a soothing sound, but that is not my forte. So knowing other practitioners that can be a resource also to refer people out has been amazing. And then so the Self-Care Social is pretty much just like a sampling of wellness services. So you can try like a shorter massage. Maybe you don't have enough money for a full mobile massage, but you can get a chair massage.
Very cool.
You can get a stretch. You can try out Reiki. You can try out sound healing. You can talk to practitioners who can kind of listen and empower your wellness journey. Like this time we'll actually have speakers.
Nice.
I will be talking about lymphatic drainage.
Bring it on.
We will have a master esthetician talking about skincare and all of that good stuff, which, I mean, everybody wants to take care of their gorgeous glowing face. Sustainable self-care and wellness. And then we're going to be closing with a sound bath.
Cool. So this one's in Short Hills.
This is at the Short Hills Mall in Industrious. So it's an indoor event, which is amazing. There will be bathrooms. There's plenty of parking. There's Wi-Fi in case you need it, but there will be also 15 plus amazing vendors, ranging from everything from massage to acupuncture to facials to like more modalities like health coach.
Cool.
And I mean, I could think of
probably adding more too as time goes on. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Where can people find out more information about where it is, address, how to sign up and all that?
So I am launching my website, which is amazing. I'm super excited about it. That's CitizenMobileMassage.com.
Cool. Tell us about the self-care social that you did in downtown Westfield.
Segue, love it. That was amazing. I worked with Brassy Buddha, who I love, Carmen, my girl. I started doing actually massage therapy in her space, which if you haven't had that experience, having a massage privately in a yoga studio that's heated and dimly lit.
Cool.
It is such an experience. You feel like you've gone on vacation. And then you come back out to Quimby Street and you're like,
That's nice.
Yeah. And so I've been doing these self-care socials mainly in Short Hills. And I spoke to Carmen about bringing it to Westfield, and she loved the idea. So we utilized the summer downtown Quimby Street for wellness vendors for people to come by and try out like different services, connect with different wellness vendors. And then we had classes inside Brassy Buddha. So
Nice.
we had like a unique take on like a traditional wellness class. So we had sound healing with acupuncture. We had Reiki with a yin class, and we had breathwork with journaling. So kind of marrying different wellness services and experiences together in a different way. It was so beautiful to watch people walk out of those classes. They were just like, I'm transformed.
I love that. So you're doing it in downtown Westfield again in July, right?
In July, that's going to be our biggest one. I'm scared and excited all at the same time.
It's going to be awesome. You know what you're doing. You're going to crush it, and hopefully this gets a lot of people there. So make sure you follow
Motivated, yeah.
Citizen Mobile Massage on Instagram. And what was the date of your January one in Short Hills? I don't know.
The January one's Wednesday, January 18th from 5:30 to 8:30 in Industrious in the Short Hills Mall. So it's just the third level above Crate and Barrel. And we'll have services, we'll have giveaways, we'll have speakers, gift bags, really like a fully inclusive experience. So
Very
you feel
cool.
like you got a little mini getaway without traveling.
Cool. All right, guys, that's not far away. It's, I think, within the week of this episode airing. So definitely go check that out. Go sign up. Do a little shopping too while you're there. Have some fun.
Support small business.
Time.
Yeah.
What time is it at? Is it
5:30 to 8:30.
Okay, cool.
So after work, like a nice, instead of having a happy hour drink, you can fill your cup in a different way.
I love it. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we covered everything, right? This is good. You have anything else?
Oh, how about the walking group?
Oh yeah, your walking group is awesome. I love watching this on I think I saw you guys when you were in, was it Cranford? You did one in Cranford?
We do Cranford every Friday at 9 a.m. We start across the street from the movie theater, and Charisse, the health coach, shout out.
Charisse, what's up?
She leads it, and she really walks fast. So expect to sweat and get a good workout. And then we finish at my friend's shop, a Better Juicery.
Oh yeah,
We get a healthy
Leo.
juice. And yeah, Leo's the best.
Yep,
and then
Leo.
in Westfields, we're doing Wednesdays at 10 a.m. starting in
Mindawaskin Park.
Yeah,
right up here.
I should
right?
know how to say it, right? At 10 a.m. on Wednesdays, we're probably looking in the summer to do an evening, and then we finish at Una Ball. So
Honestly,
do a nice walk,
awesome.
get a nice juice.
Sweat and refuel.
Yeah.
And you also, are you still doing massage with Catherine Pace over at
I
Even
do.
Pelvic?
Oh my God, she is the best. Literally, every single prenatal client should go to her.
1000%.
Her pelvic floor therapy is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And my clients say they go to her a few times and they're like, oh, I have no hip pain. I don't pee myself anymore. It's like all these amazing things. Yes, on Tuesdays I'm doing massage over there, mainly for prenatal.
The things you don't realize are going to be a problem as you get older. You
Oh
like,
my
always think
God,
it's an
life
old
as a
lady
woman
thing.
is just
It's hard, man. It's
struggle,
hard, right?
challenges. Yes, but take care of yourself and you'll feel better.
That's it. And get that lymphatic massage. Be part of a community. Especially, we have such a big health and wellness community here. Like, it's really, you could throw a rock and find a health coach or somebody that's going to help you on your journey. So thank you so much. This was awesome. I had a really good time hanging out with you as usual. So guys, go follow Krista. She obviously does a lot for the community, and we'll make sure to point you in the right direction. I'm sure you can help people find other services that they need to. So if you have questions, reach out to her. She'll help you out.
Oh, I love that.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Peace out. Bye.